The USMCA was just negotiated.
Yeah.
Many businesses were wondering what was going to happen. With that, we have the dairy farmers and kind of the automotive industry
Yeah.
at odds. And this is hundreds of millions of people, $1 trillion worth of economy. What went on to finally get this deal together? Give us, now the deal's done, maybe you can give us some of the details. What did Chrystia Freeland and her team go through to get this deal done?
So some details I'll save for the book that I'm writing afterwards. But I do want to acknowledge Sven, and the reason is it was truly a Team Canada approach. I do want to say that, obviously Chrystia Freeland has done a tremendous job. She really stepped up in a big way. She kept her composure. She responded in a very thoughtful way and stayed focused on the task on hand, which was representing Canadian interests and standing up for Canadians. But it was Team Canada at its best, regardless of your political persuasion. I want to give credit to Rona Ambrose, for example, the former leader of the Conservative Party, or James Moore, Brian Maroney. They all stepped up and they worked with us to make sure that we had a united front when we dealt with our American and Mexican counterparts. And I think that allowed us to be in a position of strength. It enabled us to negotiate from a position of strength. And it was a roller coaster ride. We had many ups and downs. We're still dealing with one outstanding issue, which was the tariffs that were imposed on aluminum and steel. But fundamentally, there was this threats that was imposed or potentially on the automotive sector for 25% using Section 232. But ultimately, Team Canada prevailed. And what I heard from businesses and what I heard from Canadians is they wanted continued access to our number one market. The United States represents 70% of Canadian exports. It's a big, big deal. Yes, we want to diversify. Yes, other markets are critical to our economy, but make no mistake, the United States is the number one economy and it's our number one customer. Mind you, it's also important to note that Canada is the number one customer for the US as well. So it's really about making sure that they understand as well how important we are to their economic success. So when we negotiated this new trade agreement, what we were able to accomplish is continued market access to the United States and Mexico. That's $23 trillion worth of economic activity between the US and Mexico that we have access to now. And then, of course, stability. Businesses want stability. You hear this all the time, David, that the uncertainty around the trade conversations was causing issues and anxiety for businesses in particular that wanted to make investments. And how do you invest in North America not knowing what the relationship is going to be between the three key countries? And now that we have a trade agreement in place, again, before we put in place the USMCA, NAFTA is still in place. So we still have a great trading partners and trading terms. I think that market stability has been excellent for businesses. So that's really the big win here, market access and market stability.